Hello, 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 welcome back to my channel. I'm Samantha Winona. This is Winona Reads. So today is going to be the May TBR and May picks for the book club. I recently changed the name from We Read to tongue twister, to We Read the newly released. So because I've been picking newly released books, I thought to make the title a little bit longer. So the book club link is going to be linked down below if you would like to join. I'd like to get a couple more members in the book club picks so that we can start having bigger discussions and, you know, getting together on like a Google or Zoom or something like that, where we can kind of like, instead of just typing everything out, to interact and be able to see each other. So if you are interested in signing up, please do click the link down below. The picks for this month, I'm going to put a picture up in the corner. Please excuse the mess behind me too. Holy cow. So the two picks that I did pick for this month, one of them was released I think yesterday, and it is Happy Place by Emily Henry. And this is about a couple who has an annual trip every year with their friends. They go to Maine as a group, but this couple separated 6 months prior to the trip, and now they are going on the trip without their friends knowing that they've separated, and having to figure out if there are any feelings there, if they are in fact separated, how do they play the part while everyone, you know, seemingly doesn't know that they're separated. So definitely sounds interesting. I have read all of her other books and I loved every one of them, so this is the perfect way to kind of transition from like wintry reads to like springtime and summer, now that the weather's hopefully starting to heat up. New York is so weird with weather, so some days are chilly and windy and other days are like 80 degrees. It makes no sense. After that, the other one that I picked, so that one will be from May 1st until May 13th, and then from the 14th to the rest of the month, the second book club pick is Summer Reading by Jen McKinley. But it says, when a woman who'd rather do anything than read meets a swoon-worthy bookworm, sparks fly, making one hot summer fling in New York Times bestselling authors Jen McKinley's new rom-com. For Samantha Gale, a summer on Martha's Vineyard at her family's tiny cottage was supposed to be about resurrecting her career as a chef until she tasks with chaperoning her half-brother Tyler. The teenage brainiac is spending his summer at the local library in robotics competition, and there's no place Sam, who's dyslexic, likes less than the library. And because the universe hates her, the interim director turns out to be the hot reader guy whose book she accidentally destroyed on the ferry ride to the island. Yes. Can you just... Okay.
So this is right.
No. You're gonna have to just wait. So both of the May club, oh my goodness, both of the picks for May for the book club are going to be rom-coms, which I just feel like is a nice, easy way to start the newer season. So I hope you guys enjoy, and like I said, if you want to join the book club, the link will be right down below. I also wanted to do my May jar picks because I am going away this weekend with a couple of my girlfriends, and so I didn't want to have to like rush back and, you know, get a May TBR set up. I will end up probably filming my April wrap up a little bit late just because I have plans this weekend, but other than that, I just wanted to get the May picks out of the way, and yeah, let's dive in. Okay. So this one is Arusha, the first book in the Roshni Chachki series, and I have attempted to start it once and then I got sidetracked. I think it was last summer actually. But I've always wanted to kind of dive into her children's writing or children's literature. I do love her Gilded Wolves series, and I also do have, I'm using it as like a stand for my camera right here, but I have the Last Tale of the Flower Bride. So I am a big fan of her writing, and yeah, so this is her children's series that she has. I think there's a lot, I think, now in the series. I only have the first one. This one's big. Okay, so this one's gonna be a throwaway because I've already read it. All My Rage by Sabati here. I actually read this March, I believe. It was a book club pick for a completely separate book club, and although I didn't participate in like the discussion, I just saw so many people talking about it and I read it, and it was in one of my wrap-ups, so I'm gonna take that one out and not count that in. It's funny. I hope I didn't do that with a lot of other ones. This is 3 Rooms by Jo Hamya. This is a book that I picked up a while ago at an indie bookstore, I think last year, like last winter. I never got around to. I just hauled and put it on my shelf, and I honestly haven't even seen it on Instagram or YouTube or like any reviews or anything, so that would be interesting to take. I don't remember if it's a debut or not. Big one. Oh my gosh, and it's a big book. Roundbreaker. Can you see? By Victoria Aveyard, who I do also adore. I've said it before. I just wasn't expecting something that large for May, but okay. Let's find these. Okay, so Roundbreaker is the easiest because it's the largest. Arusha is going to be over here somewhere. And I'm gonna have no idea where 3 Rooms is. Oh my god, this is so much. Yeah, so it's H. Did I get that organized yet or no? Oh my gosh, it was behind here all along. Where'd the other one go? Roundbreaker. That one. And this one. Okay. Let's pick out a couple more. And then I will go over all of them. So let's see. What was the... Okay, I have a bunch here. This does not mean I'm going to get to all of them, but these are the ones that I have been looking at on my shelves, things that I want to pick up and at least get started this month. So I'm first going to start with the picks. 3 Rooms. Set over the course of 1 year, 3 Rooms follows a young woman as she moves from a rented room in Oxford, where she's working as a research assistant, to a stranger's sofa, all she can afford as a copy editing temp at a society magazine, to her childhood home. As politics shift to nationalism, the streets filled with protesters, and news drip feeds into her phone, she struggles to live a meaningful life on her own terms. Next one, as I said, I did start this. I got to page 30. I have a hair tie in here, but I will start over, is Arusha #1 by Roshni Chachki. And yeah, super cute series. Yes! Mom life, I can't. Okay, so for the boys pre-K, they have this thing called No Screens Week. So there's no tablets, no, anything. Video games, TV. So they get tickets and they're allowed to make prizes or purchase prizes with the tickets at the school. The more tickets you get are because of the less TV you watch. Am I making sense? So my one son picked out a stuffy. It's this huge rabbit, very cute. The other one picked out this gel thing that you squeeze and it like bubbles up. So of course he just popped it and it's all over him. Okay. So yes, Arusha. The museum's lamp of Barada is cursed and they dare her to prove it. Just a quick light, she says, then she'll never fib again, but lighting the lamp has dire consequences. She unwittingly frees the sleeper, an ancient demon who is intent on awakening the god of destruction. Her classmates and mother are frozen in time, and it's up to her to save them. So, after that, I picked Victoria Aveyard Realmbreaker, which, in case you're wondering, is 560 pages. Oh, it looks like I started this too. I'm 7 pages in. This is about, so this is like deep fantasy, which I haven't really been in the mood for, so maybe this will hit well, maybe it won't. But I will give it a try. A strange darkness is growing in the ward. See, this is the hardest part, is trying to figure out the names of characters and different, like, landscapes in fantasy. I never know how to say anything. Even Corianne, an Amarat, can feel it, tucked away in her small town at the edge of the sea. Fate knocks on her door in the form of a mythical immortal and a lethal assassin who tell Corianne that she is the last of an ancient lineage with the power to save the world from destruction. So definitely adventure, which would have been perfect for April. But yeah, definitely love her writing, and Sabati here called it a masterpiece. So, which we know. She's definitely one to write amazing stuff. Okay, these are the other ones that I want to pick up. This one I already started. I'm not going to go into it. I want to finish this. Like I said, I'm still 50 pages through. I am trying to, before, what is today? Like the 27th, maybe? I don't know. It's Thursday. So I want to finish Pineapple Street tonight. I just finished The Henna Artist, and 5 stars. Amazing. So I want to finish Pineapple Street, get that done, and then start working my way through this. I'm going to bring this with me this weekend for the car ride, because where we're going is about 45 minutes away. But yeah, I do like it. It just hasn't kept my attention, but I don't think I'm far enough into it to really be invested in the storyline yet or the characters, so I do need to give myself time on that one. And like I said, I did just finish The Henna Artist, which was one of my jar picks from last month. So in the pile for this month, I have The Secret Keeper of Jaipur. Oh, and this follows Malik. Okay. So the last book was following Lakshmi and her sister Radha, and this was Lakshmi's helper, I think. I don't remember how Malik is. I don't think they're related. I think he just checked in on her a lot and helped her, and he was younger than Lakshmi. So this follows his storyline. It says he is now 20, he finished private school education and met a young woman when he leaves his apprentice at the facilities office of Jaipur Royal Palace. Their latest project, a state-of-the-art cinema. He soon finds not much has changed as he navigates the pink city of his childhood. Power and money still move seamlessly among the wealthy class. Interesting. So Lakshmi does make an appearance. Oh, and it goes back and forth. Okay. So this is dual point of view. Her writing is so good. So I started The Henna Artist on audiobook and then switched over for like the last 100 pages to the physical copy. The last like 100 pages drew me in, sold me on a 5 stars. Unbelievable. I'll add it to my wrap up for April, but I do want to get to this one. That way I can continue, because the third one is coming out soon, or has come out soon. So I want to get into that. This one is Mayflies by Andrew O'Hagan, And this was supposed to be one of my April picks that I did not get to, but I figure Mayflies. Yeah, music, films, and rebel spirit. So I do want to attempt this and see if it kind of piques my interest. It says summer 1986. I don't know if it's dual timelines. No, it looks like it's all 1986. Cover alone is amazing, and I haven't seen too many people review this, so I do want to give it a try and kind of get back into reading more of the stuff that not everybody is talking about and promoting those. So yeah. After that, I did pick these two up off my shelves. They were in my recent book haul from Book Outlet, and they are the poems of Anne Sexton, and then the Three Martini Afternoons at the Ritz, about Anne Sexton and Sylvia Plath. This is a rather short book. There are a lot of notes in the back, so it takes up quite a lot of space, but it's only 230 pages, and I would just like to see what it's about. Reading it from my book haul kind of reminded me of the synopsis, and so I definitely am wanting to partake in it. I just hope it can kind of hold my attention, because I feel like that's where I'm struggling this month a little bit. After that, When Women Were Dragons. I've seen this a lot on Instagram for some reason all of a sudden. I don't know if it's like an algorithm or something, but I've seen the cover a lot, and so since it's been sitting on my shelf, I'm just like, I feel like I should pick it up. It has to be like speaking to me or something. Why am I seeing it so much? This is 1955. The mass dragoning, when hundreds of thousands of ordinary wives and mothers sprouted wings, scales, and talons, left a trail of fiery destruction in their paths, and took to the skies. It just sounds so creative, and just want to see what it's about. I've seen the cover a lot, but I haven't seen that many reviews, so that's another one that I'm like interested to kind of see what it's about. Like I said, I do have a lot of these here. It doesn't mean I'm going to get to all of them, but like this is what's been calling out to me. And so this is what I'm going to be picking from this month. Instead of like looking at my shelf and seeing what calls out to me, this is what's calling out to me. So I'm going to pick from this. If I had a TBR cart, they would be on it, but I do not. After that, How Not to Drown in a Glass of Water. This, I believe, is about an interrogation or interview style. So creative. There's so many different formats in here. I'm so interested. I picked this up like a couple months ago, and it's been just in the back of my mind, and because it is short, I really want to dive into that one probably first out of any of these. After that is Life on Mars. I just hauled this one as well. It's just a poetry collection. So normally what I do is in between books or even on a weekend, I just kind of take a little bit of time and read through something quick like this. I notate what stands out to me, and so I don't know, I feel like that would be something good to do on a weekend. This one is another one that I recently hauled, The Uncovered Story of Indian Enslavement in America. I know this one will take a while because it is history, and nonfiction takes me a while to get through, but this is something that I want to start and kind of read in pieces throughout the next coming months. It is very dense. The writing is very small. There's a lot of information, diagrams, pictures, notes, a lot going on in here, but this is something that I want to start educating myself on. So, Margo by Wendell Stevenson. This was the portrait about a girl who is coming up in the waspy, what would you even call that? Like a waspy community, a waspy, not era, but like a waspy group of people, and she's trying to figure out where she belongs in society, if she belongs in how she grew up or a different part of society that she no longer wants to represent herself as the, waspy upbringing. And with everything else going on as far as politics and just society, 1960s, that generation, there's just something like, if I were to pick the ones I'm going to be starting soon, this one, How Not to Drown in a Glass of Water, And the next one would be my top 3 picks of what I want to start first for the month. And that is this one, which I already hauled as well. So these just really call out to me. And that's what I'm going to be picking up first before anything else after I finish A Court of Thorns and Roses. These are a couple more that I wouldn't mind picking up, but I probably won't have time for. All Day is a Long Time by Dave Sanchez. This is about addictions and kind of overcoming. And the cover, it was a cover buy for me, and it does kind of feel like a spring/summer book. But it is something, again, that I haven't seen anywhere else, so I want to give that one a try. And then I have Vladimir by Julia May Jonas. This is another sort of, I think, like Anna Karenina sort of vibe. Inappropriate relationships with students, that kind of thing. This is one I've been wanting to get to since I bought it. This one as well, Ghost by Dolly Alderton. I've seen a lot of people recently pick this up, and everyone praises her writing. I have a couple of other things written by her, so I do want to see what this one is about. It's not on the top of my list, but it is something that maybe I can, read a chapter and see if it fits and holds my attention and go from there. This one I also recently hauled, Strangers in the Night. I do think this one would be towards the end of May, but it is very floppy. It isn't 400 pages, but her historical fiction books just read so easy and so fast. So I feel like if I do get stuck on any of these, I'll be able to, kind of fall into this pretty easily and get swept up and kind of rekindle how good I've been going, because I did read 14 books this month and it'll be 15 soon. So, and then the last two that potentially I will get to, are two of R.F. Kuang's, because she is coming out, I want to say next week maybe, 2 weeks from now, May 16th. I have it circled on my calendar. That's how much of a book nerd I am. She is coming out with Yellowface, her newest book, and I finished Poppy War and I haven't gotten to anything else, and I regrettably am going to say that some of the details are slipping away, so I really want to pick this one up. I don't want to forget the storyline of Rin and all that she worked for, so it is a chunker, but I do really want to pick this up because I don't want to forget any details. It was such good storytelling. I do also have Babel, and this is one that everyone has talked about. 1828, very dark academia, I think, but also a historical fantasy epic that grapples with student revolution, colonial resistance, and the use of language and translation as a dominating tool of the British Empire. Just her writing sounds so good. So I know this is way too many books for 1 month. I know, I can hear myself. I sound ridiculous. This is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I don't know that I've ever read 19 books in 1 month. I think I've come close. Some of these I will be getting on audiobook, but these are all of the ones that really have been calling out to me. I really want to start. I'm sure some of them are going to linger into June, and that is fine, but this is what I have for May. So, wish me luck, and let me know what you're reading down below. Let me know if you've read any of these, which ones I should pick up first. I feel like so many of these are good. I'm too excited. So, all right. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. Keep reading, and I will see you soon. Bye.